Hello, everyone. This is Jay Dobbins on the Marvel DC Multiverse, and we are now at episode 437. And I'll be discussing one topic, which is which is going to be a what if moment. So, like, so today's episode is what if Black Adam made $800 million or more. So this is my take on it. If, and this is a big if, and well, actually, if Black Adam had made over $800 million worldwide, then James Gunn probably would have considered keeping the original cast. Keeping, well, Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa, and Gal Gadot at least, along with the cast of Black Adam, including Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam, along with the cast of Shazam. And, of course, add new characters like Swamp Thing, Booster Gold, who else? Of course, the Lanterns, and introduce, the other Green Lanterns, including what's the guy named? Is it Guy Gardner? Or I can't remember, but played by Nathan Fillion, of course, and Hawk Girl, but yeah, new casts would have been added, and new characters would have been added as well. That's just my take on that, And the reason why the movie flopped, because one, the movie should have had repeat value, of course. But what hurt the movie is that it wasn't released in China. And of course, it's because Pierce Brosnan, it was revealed that Pierce Brosnan was friends with the Dalai Lama. And of course, China hates the Dalai Lama. And I believe there was a photo of Pierce Brosnan with the Dalai Lama, which offended the Chinese government, of course. And for that, they decided, you know what, we're not going to release Black Adam in China. Now, say if Pierce Brosnan was not friends with the Dalai Lama, or if there was no evidence that he was friends with the Dalai Lama, the movie would have been released in China, and it probably would have made at least $600 million worldwide. Or it could have made at least $500 million worldwide, because it needed $600 million to break even. And of course, make profit. But definitely $600 million to break even and make profit. But because The Rock, Dwayne Johnson is well loved in China. Like, China loves Dwayne Johnson, of course. So that would have helped the movie make that. It would have helped them. Make the movie. It would have helped the movie make profit and break even, and they would have got some of that money back. So yeah, they would have gotten I would say they would have got a good return if the movie had made profit. But yeah, I think also when that interview at San Diego Comic-Con, I think that also hurt him, because he was booed after being asked about Dwayne Johnson, about asking about his Black Adam facing Henry Cavill Superman. And obviously, I think he said something about them not doing that or whatever. Next thing you know, he gets booed, and which causes Dwayne Johnson to make a last-minute touch in the other movie, which was the Henry Cavill cameo. But obviously that was not enough. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, judging by the YouTube videos I've seen, the audience was going crazy after seeing Henry Cavill. After seeing Henry Cavill's return as Superman. Like, they were going nuts in the theater. The cheers were like loud. Like, I was like, wow, you know, because they were very happy to see that Henry Cavill had returned. But obviously that was pretty much short lived after James Gunn and Peter Safran had taken over and launched DC Studios. But yeah, like I said, if Black Adam didn't make over $800 million, it would have, it definitely would have, not only would have broke even, but also would have made profit, and they would have gotten a return from that film. And James Gunn would probably have kept the original cast. Now, I don't know how long the DC would have lasted. It's kind of hard to tell because Dwayne Johnson, he's pretty much tough to work with. He didn't even want Black Adam to be in the Shazam movie. And he didn't want Shazam near his Black Adam, movie. So that was a problem. So that's probably would have, if he had played ball, then they probably would have kept the cast. But obviously, since Henry Cavill was firing, there was some of the Snyder fans and DC fans, or DC movie fans, of course, found it pointless to watch movies like Blue Beetle and The Flash. Now, because the way they looked at it, the DCEU is pretty much dead, obviously. So, but yeah, it would have been different if, one, Black Adam had made money, Two, Ezra Miller's Flash, I don't know how well that was going to do, even if Black Adam had broke even and made profit. Because Ezra Miller is not very likable at this point. So, obviously, they probably would have recast, him in the movie. Like, at the end, he probably would have been recast or whatever. With a new face. So, but yeah, you have that. And then they probably would have brought Ray Fisher back, but it's kind of hard to tell on that one. But yeah, I would say that even if Black Adam had broke even, I think they obviously would have kept Henry Cavill, probably, most likely, anyway. And Jason Momoa's Aquaman and Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. But they either would have kept Ray Fisher as Cyborg or recast Cyborg with a different actor. And of course, Ben Affleck didn't want to be Batman anymore, so you could have replaced, so obviously they could have recasted him. Let's see. And they probably would have recasted the Flash, probably at the end of the Flash movie. But it's whatever. Or they could have used that return, the returns from the Black Adam, if that movie had made profit and broke even, to kind of do some reshoots with a different star for the Flash movie. So, yeah. So there's a lot of scenarios and a lot of possibilities of what could have happened if the movie if Black Adam broke even, though. But then again, it probably, who knows? It probably 50-50 chance that it probably wouldn't have mattered. But, we obviously would never know, unless I had the ability to go back in time, which I don't, obviously, but yeah. So that's pretty much it. I mean, that's pretty much my take of what could have happened. So, but yeah, that concludes this episode, or topic rather. Feel free to follow us on Instagram. We are available on iTunes, Google Play Music app, Spotify, and of course YouTube.